Hello fans, let's get to this last-minute update. The Las Vegas Raiders are facing a real unknown regarding the quarterback position this offseason, and the pressure to find an efficient solution is increasing. Before continuing, click the thumbs up and like this video. Every day we bring you the latest news from the Las Vegas Raiders so that you are always well informed, so this like costs nothing and helps us a lot. Take advantage and subscribe to the channel now. Our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers. Can I count on your support? Thank you. The team fell to 6th place in the NFL draft, which may have thwarted their plans to sign promising names like Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward. Now, with limited options, the Raiders will need to be strategic, and that may mean looking for alternatives under the radar or thinking of bold moves. Free agency is always a possibility, but are the Raiders willing to pay a lot for a name like Sam Darnold? The financial aspect and the cost-benefit of a contract of this size could weigh on the decision. All of this leaves room for a possible middle ground, selecting a quarterback in the later rounds of the draft, where the risks are lower but the rewards can still be significant. Ian Valentino, an analyst for the 33rd team, predicts that the Raiders could go in this direction and believes that Alabama Crimson Tide quarterback Jalen Milroe could be the name chosen in the second round. Milroe entered 2024 with high expectations, being considered a first-round pick. However, an inconsistent season has affected his status. Statistically, Milroe has had a performance that has left doubts. After finishing 6th in the 2023 Heisman Trophy voting, he has accumulated 2,844 passing yards, 16 touchdowns and 11 interceptions, with a completion rate of 64.3%. His numbers on the ground have been impressive, 726 yards and 20 touchdowns. However, the inconsistencies in his passing have overshadowed his mobility. Still, Milroe's potential cannot be ignored. His athleticism and style of play have drawn comparisons to Philadelphia Eagles star Jalen Hurts. Both share a history of playing for Alabama and are mobile quarterbacks with great potential. However, it's important to note that Hurts has quickly evolved into one of the NFL's best, and Milroe has yet to show that kind of leap. The truth is that compared to current options Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew, Milroe may be a more intriguing bet for the Raiders' future. And if the other option is to open the coffers for Sam Darnold, Milroe's second-round pick is starting to look more appealing. If Milroe is available on day 2, the Raiders could consider the pick and work with the young quarterback for 2025. That way, they minimize the risk of a first-round pick but still open up the possibility of finding a key piece for the future. It all depends on Las Vegas' strategic decision in the coming months. It remains to be seen whether they'll take a calculated risk or an aggressive investment. Can the Raiders steal a star pass rusher from the rival Chargers? That's the big question that could shake up the AFC West market. The Las Vegas Raiders are looking for solutions to strengthen their quarterback pressure, a critical area that they lacked last season. With just 38 sacks on the year, the team finished among the worst in the NFL in that regard, a performance far below expectations for a team dreaming of the playoffs. It's important to remember that the Raiders suffered from the absence of Malcolm Kuntz, one of their top pass rushers. Kuntz missed the entire season due to a torn ACL. Now, he's about to hit free agency and, despite being an important piece, there's no guarantee that the team will be able to keep him. With Kuntz's future still uncertain, the Raiders will have to explore the market to fill that void, and that's where an intriguing possibility arises. Defensive end Joey Bosa, currently with the Los Angeles Chargers, could be an interesting solution. Rumors that Bosa could be released are gaining momentum, especially considering that the Chargers could save approximately $25 million in salary cap space by cutting the 5-time Pro Bowler. For the Raiders, this would be a golden opportunity, weaken a direct rival while adding a big name alongside Max Crosby. However, Bosa does not come without risks. The player has a worrying history of injuries. Since 2022, he has played in only 28 games, which has compromised some of his production. Last season, Bosa played in 14 games and recorded decent numbers: 22 tackles, 5 sacks and a couple of forced fumbles. While these numbers are far from his peak, he is still considered an effective pass rusher. At just 29 years old, Bosa is still far from being considered old by NFL standards. However, his recurring injuries have caused his body to accumulate more wear and tear than is ideal for his age. Still, he remains a solid defender who could form an explosive duo with Crosby in the Raiders' front seven. The combination of the two would certainly put more pressure on opposing quarterbacks, something that was a glaring weakness last season. Another positive is the potential cost benefit. If the Chargers do release Bosa, the Raiders could negotiate a one-year contract at a more affordable price. This would allow the team to evaluate Bosa's performance and health without making a long-term commitment. Additionally, the Raiders would have the flexibility to pursue another option on the market or even re-sign Kuntz to further increase depth at the position. All things considered, adding Joey Bosa would be a bold move, but one with a high potential return for the Raiders. Considering the market and the team's needs, he could be one of the most viable and cost-effective solutions to improve a defense that desperately needs to reinvent itself. Now, it remains to be seen whether the Las Vegas front office will take the next step and turn this speculation into reality. Comment below and leave your opinion. Don't forget to leave your like. See you soon.